Today I will be sharing 10 things I have learned not to do in a relationship, and I'll be expanding about it so everyone can understand a little more. Hi everyone, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Charmalee. On YouTube I am Nacola. My channel is about mental health, physical health, and relationships. If you're interested in these topics, feel free to support my channel by subscribing and commenting below to introduce yourself. The first thing that you shouldn't do in a relationship is lose your sense of self. In so many relationships, people lose who they are. They pick up their significant other's tastes, hobbies, interest, style, everything. And it's great to be able to share what you love with someone you love. But it's another thing to forget who you are as an individual. If you feel completely at loss without the other, you're in trouble. No matter how in love you may be with a person, you should still always have yourself and cherish your independence. The second thing you shouldn't do in a relationship is cheat. No explanation is needed. This is pretty much obvious and is self-explanatory. Number 3, you shouldn't forget about your friends. We've all been there. You meet someone new and you enter the puppy love stage where you always want to see them, talk to them, or be talking about them. You forget about all of your other priorities and responsibilities because you're so caught up with this one person. But you should never ever forget about your friends. Your friends were there first, and they stood by your side longer than this person, and there's a good chance they'll still be by your side long after they are gone. So always make time for the important people in your life. Don't be that person who breaks up with their boyfriend or girlfriend and then is suddenly always around. There should be a balance. As long as you have good friends and they're great friends, you should have a balance. The next thing that you should not do in a relationship is compare your spouse. Even if you've been in a relationship before, been in love before, you should never compare the person right in front of you with anyone else. Don't compare your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband to that hot girl or hot boy at the bar, at church. No one likes to feel they are in competition with someone they don't even know. And you'll do nothing but make them feel bad about themselves, and then they will resent you for that. The next thing that you shouldn't do in a relationship is take shots at each other. Have you ever watched House Hunters or Love It or List It or any housewives shows? Because a lot of time those couples are very brutal to each other, but if you don't really pay attention, you'll miss it. And they take the worst digs at one another. But since they're laughing, observers really take it as an armless joke. They're always belittling each other or insulting each other in the form of a joke. And they might tease how one settled for another, or they should have married a richer person, or one's incapability to finish anything. Taking shots at each other is a horrible thing to do in any form of relationship. But you should never humiliate your significant other, whether it's only the two of you or in front of people, just to put them down. I'm contending with the wind out here and it's a bit chilly, so please bear with me. The other thing you should not do in a relationship is put everything and everyone else first. When you love someone, that person is unusually and should be a priority in your life. Just as you become an important priority in theirs, you expect the significance of one another to be reciprocated. But it can be hard watching this important person put other things in front of you. So when you hear of something exciting and they call their best friends first, or when they find a cool place to go out, they will tell their brother or their sister. Or when a crazy story happens to them, they text in a group chat. They choose their friend's house party over your sister's birthday party, things like that. And you don't want to just feel important. You want to know you're important. You want to really know that you're important. Number 7 is one thing, significant thing that I've learned not to do in a relationship, and is try to change who my spouse is. So either accept them or you leave. That's it. You should never try to turn someone into what they're not, just to fit a mold or your ideal mate. And that doesn't exist. So you just have to accept them, or just keep walking. Number 8, the other thing I've learned is not to bring up the past. This is a major no-no in an argument, in a relationship. You should only be focusing on the present. No matter how brutal a fight might get, you shouldn't have to bring up an event of the past. Leave that behind, and you have to leave the past where it belongs. If you forgive them for something and you both decide to move on, that means no bringing it back up, no matter how well it might work in your favor at the moment. Number 9 is a major thing not to do in a relationship, and is to hold grudge or keep score. Another thing similar to bringing up the past is holding grudges against each other. There is no such thing as keeping score in a relationship. You cannot base your actions and decisions on past occurrences. You cannot do that. And that is something that I've learned and I'm sharing with you. And number 10 is something you shouldn't do in a relationship, and it is to stop putting in efforts. This is what usually happens when you get too comfortable with someone. You simply just stop trying. You stop complimenting them and treating them like they're someone special, right? And you stop putting time and thought into birthdays, anniversaries, and romantic dates. You stop trying to impress them. A relationship takes a lot of work, and if only one person is putting in the work, it will eventually crash and burn. I hope these tips are very helpful to you on Nacola Mental Health Channel, and I hope that you may be able to put these steps into practice in your relationship. All right, guys, so take care and have a wonderful rest of your day.